Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of In Case You're Wondering. These episodes are going to air once a week now. The first week that I put out episodes was just a little special taste, a little smorgasbord of episodes. This week I have a very special guest. He's also shirtless.
Yep.
And he's my brother.
Yep.
What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, how old are you?
29.
Where do you live right now?
I currently live in Orlando, Florida.
You ever going to move back to New Hampshire?
It's a possibility. This is kind of a recruiting trip too. You know?
So do you feel like an NBA superstar?
Yeah. Bringing the girlfriend from Florida up here, and let me tell you, I think she actually likes New Hampshire better than I do.
That's a humble brag there, dropping the girlfriend thing. So.
I know.
All right, so this week Alex and I are going to talk about things that he thinks about. We're going to talk about things that piss him off, which I know Alex really well, and some of you guys might know Alex well. That's a lot of things.
Yep, I have an anger issue.
And then Alex has a couple of misheard lyrics, so we're going to get into all that. So let's kick it off. Alex, what are some things that you think about that you wonder, hey, do other people think about this, or you think about things and it's kind of weird?
Yeah, so the first one I had was, who decides what words are swear words or cuss words and which ones aren't? Like, obviously,
is there a difference between a cuss and a swear?
No, I thought there wasn't, but I think there is. I don't know what that is, but some people
I feel like in the North you call it a swear, and in the South
they say cuss.
Yeah, you just cuss.
Yeah, cuss words.
Yes.
And then there's profane, which I don't know if that's more spiritual, vulgar, crude, crass.
There's a lot of
I know. But the whole point of it, what defines it? Like, I could say crap, and Danielle's not gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, where that, what define, what makes crap good, and then I'm not sure if Danielle wants me to say it, but the one that begins with S and ends in T.
Who cares? Who cares?
So why can't I say, but I can say crap?
Yeah. So that's always been something I've thought about too, but. Like the hypocrisy, you could say like, I'm going to the barn to clear out the horse, and everyone would be like, oh, okay, have fun. And then I could be like, I'm going to the bathroom to take. Yeah. Everyone would be like, whoa,
yeah.
Don't say that. In fact, Dad's done that before. Dad told me one time that like, that's what it is like stuff you clean up out of the barn. And so I said to him like, but you'd get mad if I came out of the bathroom and be like, hey, don't go in there. I just took.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like it comes from animals and we crap.
Yeah, we have feces.
They
don't. It's different.
Yeah, it is.
On the
fecal matter,
molecular level.
Yeah, okay. So, I was sure if there's a definition.
Yeah.
So any listeners out there knows the difference between.
Yeah, like what is the? I would have always just assumed a cuss and a swear were the same thing, but I don't know.
I think profane though is more like using the Lord's name in vain. I think it's more of a spiritual,
spiritual thing.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah. It also makes me laugh when like people that don't want to swear have like replacement words.
Oh yeah. I think Jim Gaffigan
like
does.
frick.
Oh yeah.
What the frick? And it's like, at this point we all know what you mean. You know?
Yeah, frick.
But yeah, so that's a good thought. What else have you thought about?
Yeah, the other one is as you can see, your audience can't see it, but with my shirt off, I'm not in the best shape. And so one thing I've always wondered is why tasty, like the best food in the world, is not healthy for you, and all the healthy food doesn't taste as good. And
yeah.
So why, if unhealthy food was healthy for you, I'd be ripped right now.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I think I hate it when like vegetarians or like people who eat super healthy, essentially what they eat is like bird seed and hay.
Yeah.
They're always like
kale.
They're like, bro, this is delicious. You just you haven't experienced it. And it's like, I look at it. It doesn't pass the eye test.
No, it's disgusting. But there's the other spectrum where like big people, what's the proper word? People that may not be as healthy eat a salad.
This is not a PC podcast.
Okay. So fat people, when they eat a salad and they just put cheese and bacon in.
So me?
Yeah, yeah. That's the other extreme. It's like, okay, oh, I'm eating healthy.
And then they load it up with ranch dressing.
I know, I'm eating potato chips, and it's a potato. I'm like, well,
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, or I'm eating pizza with.
So some people think it's just like a fat thing, but like if you eat fat on your own,
It's
like on its own,
yeah.
like it's gross. So
When was the last time you had fat on your own?
on its own?
Yeah.
Sometimes what I do is I cut the fat off a steak, throw the steak away, and
Oh,
just eat the.
Nice.
No, I agree with you. I think the tough part is like every time I try to eat healthier, I have about like 2 meals that I actually enjoy, and then I get sick of those 2 meals, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go get something
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yeah. I'm gonna go. If we had a Chick-fil-A closer, I'd probably eat Chick-fil-A every single day.
Although I will say Chick-fil-A, out of all the fast foods, just because I'm trying to eat better, I think has some of the best like choices for healthy options.
So
the grilled chicken at Chick-fil-A, for all you listeners when you go down south and go to Chick-fil-A, the grilled nuggets are only 2 Weight Watcher points.
Weight Watcher points
for like an 8-count nugget.
I don't even know what that means, but that sounds really.
It's pretty
really
good.
impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Only 2.
Yeah, only 2. That's really good.
Wow. So where would you rank like? What would your top like 3 fast food chains be?
Top 3. Chick-fil-A definitely. Wendy's, and because those are the only 2 I really go to now. The third one I would say. See, I like Five Guys, but they're so like after you eat it, you can't eat anything the rest of the day.
You're swimming in grease.
Yeah, and you have to go lay down and go take a nap. I need to lay down. It's like a workout in and of itself.
Yeah.
But I really like Five Guys. I'll just say Five Guys.
Yeah,
but there's probably
a pretty solid one.
Yeah,
I can't. I'd say Chick-fil-A definitely. Raising Cane's, the chicken place.
I don't know if I've been there before.
It's delicious.
In Florida, we have Zaxby's, which I don't think so.
We don't have that up here. We don't have a lot of cool things up here.
Well, in Florida, and then where I live, where it's all touristy, pretty much any chain restaurant you can think of. Oh, I just remembered another chain one, but it's only in the West Coast, and that's In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, yeah.
Burger. Yeah.
That's
but it's probably my top 3, though, just because it's only
I'd say
Coast.
Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, and Raising Cane's would be my 3.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move on to... Actually, before we move on, something that I'm interested to see your thoughts on. How, if I were to get... like a cliche or popular saying, because it kind of reminded me when you're talking about how do people determine what's a swear word or not. I've always thought about like how do cliches or popular terms get started and made popular? Like right now, the big one is like lit. Like who decided that would be what all the teenagers say?
The only thing I could think of, well, because I mean, now you have social media, but back in the day, in like the 30s, like how I guess maybe radio shows. I guess I don't know what people listened to back then.
Yeah, I think
Walter Cronkite. He's probably started.
Yeah, he probably started all of them.
Yeah.
I think the phrases from like way back in the day are way better than the ones we have now.
Yeah, some of them are pretty.
Can you imagine
ridiculous.
people like our grandparents' age, like walking around town with like 25 cents in their pocket to buy a meal in a car,
a meal in a car,
yelling.
That's the rent for the month.
Yelling, turn up.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that's something I've always think about. Like, I've always wanted to start like a popular phrase that like generations from now, people would be like just saying it and wondering the same thing. Like, wow, who started this?
But the only problem with that is then everybody will say they started it. Like, you get a bunch of people saying.
Have you ever met someone who's like, "Hey, I started this phrase"?
Yeah, but I don't believe them.
What was the phrase?
I don't remember. Come on.
So it must not be a popular phrase.
Yeah, well, no, it may not have been a phrase, but it'd been like, oh, I started, putting, bananas on my ice cream sundae.
Yeah,
I'm like,
before everybody else.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Right.
Or this one, I started putting avocados on my toast before all the hipsters did. I'm like,
I hate those people.
Yeah,
so if you put avocados on your toast, then I don't apologize, but that's weird. That's a weird thing.
Okay, don't
jam or butter only.
Don't say that to my girlfriend. She loves that, and she's in the next room over.
Oh boy!
As already
when I have her on the podcast, we'll address that.
Yeah.
All right. So this is our next segment, which is things that piss you off that, in the grand scheme of things of life, shouldn't, but they do. I know where you're going with this, and I think a lot of people can relate to this.
So the first one I have, and I've really noticed this. So as a Floridian who's lived in Orlando for 7 years, when I go to the theme parks and I'm going to a counter service to order my quote unquote healthy food, it's a super long line, and you have probably 20 minutes to decide what you want. I mean, it's on, it's right above the cash register. It's got all the prices and the whole menu. You have you can think about what you want for 20 minutes, and then you get to the register to pay and ask what you want, and they stand there for, 15 minutes wondering, oh, should I go with a burger or chicken fingers or should I go with the brownie or the cookie? And it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And it's usually, the out-of-towners and...
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That happens frequently. Like I feel like when they get to the counter, they're just surprised that they've made it.
Yeah,
where you've anticipated something for so long, and then you finally have it, and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, you freeze under pressure. Is what it is. It's like, I think really what it is when you are waiting for like 20 minutes, you have in your mind what you want, but I think the downfall is that you have 20 minutes to change your mind, and then you start overthinking it, and it's like. Because when you first go up there, it's like, oh, I'm definitely in the mood for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Then as you're looking at it, especially this happens at Disney a lot, they have like these digital pictures and the food slides over.
Yeah, because no one reads anymore.
Yeah, no one reads. Yeah.
I'll have that.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get the bacon cheeseburger. And then as the menu's flying by,
that's a healthy option.
Yeah. And then the taco salad goes through. I'm like, oh, should I eat healthy? Which is really kind of an oxymoron.
That's only 3 Weight Watcher points.
Yeah, no. And then there's like, or like the whole price thing. Should I spend $10 on a cheeseburger, or should I save a couple bucks and go with like the chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
And so then that gets you in your head. So part of it I do understand, because all that time is you have. It's not like a spur of the moment. Yeah. Hey, you walk up, you order, and then you're good. I think
sometimes the way I picture people, like mentally, what's happening in their mind is that scene in Home Alone where Macaulay Culkin goes to the store to get like a bunch of stuff, like a toothbrush and stuff.
Yeah.
And he sees his neighbor there, but he's at the cash register, and he has this like scared look on his face, and he backs up, and he's holding the toothbrush, and then he runs out. Like. The cash register lady thought that he was just nervous to order. Really, he was scared of the neighbor. But, like, that's what people look like. They get up there and they're like, oh, my gosh.
Because, the thing is, you get a whole line back of you, so that all eyes are on you.
All eyes on you.
I know. It's
like
the
Tupac.
Spotlight. Yeah, exactly.
All eyes on me.
Yeah. And so some people cave and some people thrive in that.
See, I do better in person. On the phone, I get all weird.
So do you not order pizza on the phone, or do you?
I do. Well, now you can do it online.
That's true. That's a game changer.
It's a huge game changer, because now no one needs to even know what you sound like. You walk in there and it's like, yeah, I ordered online. Everyone's like cool with it.
And you can order, and then you can tell.
You can literally say like one sentence to the person behind the counter, and that's all that's required of you.
Yeah, and you actually don't even have to pick it up. Just send one of your youth to go pick it up for you. Too.
My youth? What am I, like?
A youth group, whatever.
A child, like...
Yes. Sorry.
I have child slavery.
Yeah. One of your youth group members.
I pay them well.
You pay them well? Okay, that's good. So it's not slavery then.
No. I don't send anybody. I send myself.
Oh, you do? Because I've done it before.
Like, there's a burrito place I really like around here, and I call in all the time, but... At first, like, if you don't order there a lot, it gets very confusing because they ask you a lot of questions. That's when it gets stressful. But now I know the questions, so I'm like, my order literally goes, I'd like to order for pickup, please, under Jordan. I'm going to have a steak burrito with sour cream and mild on whole wheat, and then I'm done.
So what was it like, though, the first time you ordered? Did you fumble through it?
Yeah, it was,
butcher it?
It was, I'd like to place an order for pickup, please, under Jordan. Why would you put Greek yogurt on a burrito? Like, is that an option? Yes, sir, that's an option. I don't want that. What's the other option? Sour cream. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Do you want mild, medium, hot, extra hot, blazing hot, freaking hot? And they're like, wow, that's a lot of hot.
Center of the sun hot.
I'll take them what was the first option again?
Yeah.
And you're going through it, and I fumbled it big time. So
You did? Okay. Well, so that's just years of practice.
yeah, years in
I mean,
burrito eating.
Yeah.
So what's the next thing that kind of pisses you off?
Okay, this is just specifically for Disney. So, for people that are going to go down, when you have, so what they have, for those of you who don't know, they have a fast pass. You remember the fast pass system?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a certain time, like from 1:30 to 2:30, to come back to a ride, right? And even if you're like 2 minutes early, they're not going to let you in because it messes up with their system.
Rules are rules.
Yeah, exactly. And Disney keeps them.
Yeah.
Anyways, when you get there, and there's where the fast pass line is longer than the regular queue, because you get some morons out there that show up 5 minutes early, and then they bitch to the cast member to say, "Can you just let me in?"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, then it just causes backup, and
all
then
the locals get pissed.
and then the local annual pass holders, such as myself, get angry, and it's like, I just want to ride Space Mountain for the 80th time. 80th time this year. Yes, exactly. And so it's like, okay, just wait another 5 minutes and then go in. But no, they have to negotiate, and it's like a hostage situation.
They make a big deal out of it.
I know. And then, as you can see, the lines just backed out.
So you just don't like long lines.
No, I just don't like long lines. Period. And so this is how spoiled I am as a Orlando resident. When I go to Disney, if a line's more than like 30 minutes, I'm like, oh, screw this, I'm going home.
I'm just going home.
Yeah.
See, you've heard me talk to you about this. It's such a sound like such a pretentious dick.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'll like call you, but hey, what are you up to? He's like, went to Disney for about an hour and a half, got bored, went home, got bored there, so went back to Disney. And like people around here spend like 3 years saving up just to go. They drag their kids on a flight. The kids scream the whole time. The parents are miserable.
Oh, I see that in the parks.
Yeah,
I just laugh
They
at
pay
them.
so much. They pay so much money. The kids don't remember, and then they come back home to the freezing cold. Because usually, like they try to come in the cold seasons, or at least around here. And you just go willy nilly.
Yep.
Like
Just
whenever,
a group of friends will just go.
Or by yourself?
After work. No, I actually don't go by myself. I can't. No, it's actually pretty depressing, because it's like, especially
done
the
it
single
before.
riders. Yeah, when I first moved down there, I did, but actually I haven't done that.
that might be the most depressing thing ever. It's
Yeah.
the happiest place on earth unless you go by yourself.
Yeah,
then you're
it's
just
pretty
reminded about
depressing.
how
Yeah.
miserable you are.
Yeah. No, I usually just go with just some local friends after work, or on the weekend. We just go for a couple hours, and
Hardworking people up here just
yep.
think about it, and they're like, "Wow, that's just way too much money."
So like when you guys are shoveling snow, I've done this to you before. I've taken pictures in front of the Animal Kingdom tree or whatever, and you guys are like shoveling out snow, and it's like 70 degrees, and I'm about to ride Expedition Everest, and you guys are like cussing me out and
Cuss.
or swearing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to say swearing.
Swearing me, you kiss me out.
Yeah. So
All right, so that's some things that piss you off. What are some of your? We're gonna move into the misheard lyrics of the day. You have a couple for me. What are they?
yeah, well, I'm gonna lead in because just segueing off the Disney thing. This was kind of an interesting one where, so my friends were just happened to be talking about Aladdin. Just this was
Wait, do people in Orlando just talk Disney the whole time?
You'd be surprised, yeah. Well, there's a song in A Whole New World.
Had some cold ones. Talked about Aladdin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's actually, you'd be surprised of all the podcasts about just specifically Disney World. It's Yep.
Anyway.
Anyways, and so there's a song. One of the songs, A Whole New World, where she says, "Every moment gets better, every moment red letter," or something like that. Well, no, it's Every Moment Red Letter. Okay, and there's
Every moment, red letter.
yeah, that one. Which I always thought it was Every Moment Gets Better, and so we were talking. This girl was like, "No, it's Every Moment Red Letter," and everybody there was like, "No, you're an idiot. It's Every Moment Gets Better." What doesn't make any sense? I mean, the only red letters I remember is in the Bible.
When Jesus speaks.
I know, and so that doesn't make any sense. And so, like a couple, a day or two later, either it came on, like, I don't know if it was on Disney World, like how they play music in the background. We listened, and it was like, oh, it is Every Moment Red Letter, and we felt so bad for her because we thought she was the misheard lyric, but in reality it was ours.
Have you guys figured out what that really means?
Well, Red Letter Day is like a very important day, I think. I think that's what it ends up meaning.
See, I'm just used to the phrase Banner Day.
Banner Day, but no, Red Letter Day. I think
Every moment Banner Day.
Yeah,
doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and so that was my first one. So it was almost like I accused somebody of misheard lyrics, but really it was the masses.
That might be the like lowest feeling ever when you're like so confident in a lyric, and then you listen to it again after arguing with friends or something, and then you go, "Oh boy, I really screwed that up."
And the second one is, so when I was in junior high, I think it was 7th grade. Do you remember the song by Outkast, "Sorry, Miss Jackson"?
Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, you know, it's just
Never
about the
meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Well, 7th grade Al thought it was
7th grade.
yeah, 7th grade Al thought it was "I never meant to make your doggy cry," which doesn't make any sense at all. So I was like, "Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your doggy cry." I'm like, "Doggy cry? That's just."
That's Mike Vick level right there.
I know. I mean, that could be the Mike Vick version. Yeah. So that's my misheard lyric from when I was in this. And then
they do talk about dogs in that song.
Yeah. Well, it's, it's just about the struggle being a single father. You know?
You say it's puppy love. I say it's full grown. Yeah, so that was your misheard lyric?
Yeah.
Nice. That's probably one of my favorite Outkast songs.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of what's that one? Caroline.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean you a little bit closer and roses really smell like.
All right, sorry. That's all right. We're gonna close out the podcast with a headline. You ready for this?
Yep.
So Alex has no idea what I'm about to read him.
Nope.
I'm interested to get his thoughts on this. The headline of this article is "Australian man's thumb surgically replaced by toe."
That actually makes sense.
Really? That makes sense to you?
Well, what else are they going to use to replace his thumb?
Okay, so just imagine your big toe as your thumb. Do you think, like...
I mean, it almost... Like, I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
But I'm like, well, it's Australia.
You never know.
Yeah.
So Zach Mitchell, 20 years old, was injured in April while working on a remote farm property in Western Australia. Mm-hmm. He says, "A bull kicked my hand into the fence." That's how it like fell off.
Sounds like they do in Nebraska.
That does sound very Midwestern. Mm-hmm. Although I feel like in the Midwest they would just like wrap it up and continue going.
I know.
Like they're
Australians.
Yeah, classic bull.
Just a bull being a bull.
They put it in a cooler with some ice. Cool. Like, oh no, his thumb fell out. Just throw it in a cooler. He was flown to a hospital, but efforts to save his thumb ultimately failed. That really sucks. He said it's a bit of a crazy idea. The patients want to be injured, do not want to be injured in any other part of the body. So they have to essentially decide: do I just like have an injured like no thumb, or do I then re-injure another part of my body to fix the original injured part?
Yeah, that does. That's kind of weird.
That's a dilemma.
So I got a question though. When you get rid of your big toe, does that mess up your balance then? Like, I would rather just continue to have like proper balance and then just go without a thumb. Or, we feel like we can make prosthetic anything now, so why can't you just make a prosthetic thumb? Right.
So the doctor kind of addressed that in the article. It says, a lot of people think their balance and walking is going to be significantly affected, which it generally isn't, says the doctor, which is named Dr. Nicklin. So Dr. Nicklin apparently believes that you can cut off a big toe, put it on your hand, and your walking is fine. He even says... Nicklin.
That's funny because I think the Simpsons doctor, Dr. Nicholas, was the kind of, "Hi, everybody."
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
So I wonder if that's the Australian version.
2 weeks since the operation, his walking is almost back to normal.
Wow.
Now, I guess what I would ask is, how's his handles?
His handles?
How's he handling things like with his hands?
Well, now his thumb must be super massive. I mean,
do you think he's able to use his iPhone with the with the thumbprint?
He had to redo it.
Oh, probably with his other thumb.
But so apparently that also means that the big toe is probably one of the most overrated parts of your body. Then.
Ooh, let's rank them. Well, most overrated parts of our body.
Isn't the spleen pretty overrated?
I don't know anything about.
Oh, really? I
anatomy.
thought this like you can get that removed.
I always thought the pinky toe was kind of useless.
Well, I think I don't know where I heard it, but I thought eventually as humans.
Oh my goodness! Stop what we're doing.
What?
This is the first time it's happened. In case you're wondering,
What?
we're gonna do this is a special feature. We're gonna do another headline.
Oh,
Okay, we've done multiple headlines, but there's never been a headline from New Hampshire.
just now?
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Salem, New Hampshire. Woman nabbed for drugs demands them back is rearrested.
Demand. Wait, so they gave it back to her and then rearrested?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it says authorities say a New Hampshire woman arrested for drug possession returned to the police station to demand the drugs to be returned to her, and she was rearrested. So she was arrested on drug charges,
Yeah.
was released from jail, came back to the department, demanded their drugs, and they just arrested her again.
I thought maybe. Oh wow, that sounds like. You sure that wasn't from Rochester or something?
Nope, that was from Salem, New Hampshire.
Oh wow,
I know.
that sounds almost something like you'd even hear in Florida.
Yeah.
because Florida's pretty messed up.
Wow. So she's apparently she didn't learn her lesson. She's like, hey, maybe they're nice.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at me.
Well, technically they're hers. I bet she paid good money for them.
I bet she paid really good money. For it.
Yeah.
That's why she needs them back.
I don't know.
So that's gonna wrap up our podcast this week. Were you nervous?
No, actually, once the conversation started flowing, it was great. What are you laughing?
Laughing at you.
Yeah.
So Alex, thanks for coming on. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
Very welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your trip here in New Hampshire.
Well, I will.
All right. If you have any ideas, anything you want me to talk about with a guest, let me know. Send me a message. Give me some feedback about things you want to hear, things you'd like to have differently. I'm going to try to get this on iTunes eventually. We'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
that'd be really helpful for your listeners.
Do you speak on behalf of all the listeners?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, if you would like to see it on iTunes, send me a message and just say, hey, put this thing on iTunes. That would be really helpful. So talk to you later. Bye.